Hello everyone, this is Fi and I'm playing Skylarks. This is an early demo version of the game. This is part of AGDG Demo Day 13. And I have never played this before, I haven't seen anything past the screen. So we're about to find out what happens. In this demo build, you'll be given a randomly selected starship. Press left and right to steer your ship, press up to accelerate forward. Press space to fire your weapon. You can destroy asteroids. They can't hurt you, so don't worry about avoiding them. When your ship is in motion, press and hold down to steer it in the opposite direction from its current course. When you're touching a planet or space station and moving very slowly, you can press D to land or dock. Oh gosh, I've played something like this before. Press Q or escape at any time to quit the game. During text scenes, press space or enter to advance to the next page. Alright, so I a long time ago there's like an old Windows 95 game that it controlled like asteroids, but it was like a versus game where you had to land on planets and like claim them, and you'd like send out shuttles that would build stations on them and stuff, and it had like vector graphics, you know. It's real old school, but it's a really sweet game from my childhood. I remember playing a lot, so that's kind of what that reminded me of, because you can apparently land on planets or space stations. Oh, what is this? Use the number keys to select menu options. Press 1 now to play. That's very strange to me, I guess. Alright, so here we go. I don't remember what the buttons and stuff were. Appreciate the developer taking the time to put the instructions in the game and not just like writing them on the game page or something. So spacebar shoot. This looks like a satellite of some sort. No, it said D. Right, for landing on things. I don't know if I can land on this. Oh, I can. Drinks around the house, the bartender says with a wink as he passes you a horn of mead. You nod in acceptance. Some noise on the far side of the room draws your attention. You turn to see a grizzled old traveler, her face crisscrossed with scars, with one limb and one eye that haven't been replaced. She raises a glass to a group of people you assume is her crew. My friends, she announces, we are spacefarers once more. The crew goes absolutely hysterical in celebration, cheering, dancing, and overturning the furniture. A heavily tattooed laborer runs screaming towards the bar, and before you can react, punches you in the groin. You black out from the pain, and when you come to, you seem to have curled up on the floor. Okay, that's exciting, I guess. 1, get back up and fight. 2, never mind. Just stay like this. I'm just gonna fight him. You leap back up to your feet and challenge the guy to a duel, and turns out he only knows how to punch people in the dick. In a short order, you kill him with your bare hands and rip his spine out of his body. Everyone is very impressed. A few drinks later, you shamble around in a drunken stupor, hoping to drop in on a total stranger who will tell you their life story. The writing is very kind of off the wall and meandering. Okay, talk to people. I'm not sure I want to. I'm just gonna get out for now. So I did notice on the game page that the developer described the game as text heavy, which is interesting. I notice you don't go, your maximum speed appears to be not very high, so that's something. But in any case, so like a text adventure type of game, I guess, but it's got some asteroids type controls. I don't know, maybe they'll have resource gathering or something, who knows. So I'm just going in this direction. I don't know whether there's any reason for me to do so. It always kind of makes me worried with this kind of game that you're just gonna like, oh wow, that's interesting. Kind of makes me worried that you're just gonna drift off into nothingness and like never be able to get back because you spent all that time getting lost or something. But I'm looking at the top right there, it looks to be a mini-map type of deal, and I'm going towards this thing again. And what I can't help but wonder is if perhaps this is the only dockable thing in the game right now, and all I can do is go in that little space station and like text adventure. It's kind of impossible for me to know. I'm not sure. I can try looking at the game page real quick. Pull that up. Leave the game running. Let's see. Currently in development with a focus on tools. Please tell me what parts break your computer. Okay, let's go back to the game here. So here's, I'm assuming this is where we were before. I'm gonna try the texting bit again. It looks like it's going through the same routine here. So I'm gonna kill him. Then we're gonna talk to Rear Admiral Constant Comment. Okay. The president's pets are alligators, a species endemic to Cosgrove's rich wetland environment. Alligators resemble reptile species found on other worlds, but move like amphibians, as comfortable on land as they are in water. Also, unlike most reptiles, when moving on land they have both the ability to crawl and to stand upright on all four legs. She taps the projector, and the far wall lights up with the diagrams of alligator heads detailing their tooth count and jaw proportions. I'm feeling I'm going to skip some of this. I'm kind of skimming here. This is something about promotions. Be assigned to your own warship tomorrow morning. Invited to a tour. Yeehaw. A few drinks later, you shamble around in a drunken stupor, hoping. Alright, it's the same thing again. We'll talk to Skylarks. Okay. I guess you guys could read this yourselves too. See, I'm just kind of skimming over it. If I was playing this more for fun, like seriously, I would actually take the time to read everything. I know that that's the intent of the developer. I'm just kind of trying to speed it along a little bit for the sake of the video here. That's just a demo video, so have fun being a cannibal, okay? And last one here is Korzubi Algenheimer. Make these really complicated things whatever they are. You don't sell them or anything, nobody uses them, you just bury them in some random place and leave them there. Okay. They dug a plot hole. That's fun. Alright, so, what I was curious of is if going through the talking things would like unlock an event or something that might take me somewhere else. If there is any other places to find, there's not any indicator given to me that such a thing exists, so it seems to suggest to me that there isn't any other space stations in the game right now, and that might not be right, but that's the impression I get. I might just, if I just go off in some random direction, maybe it'll run me into something else. The developer did mention it's kind of an open world type of game. So I would hope for a more complete version that they would offer some kind of indicator, like if you go in this direction you might find the next nearest station or something, and you know, just some kind of direction that would guide your adventuring. And of course this speed of travel isn't particularly high. It does make it a lot of times in space games it's easy to kind of go super fast and then overshoot things, so that can be problematic. But the other problem, of course, on the other end is the distance between things and how long it takes to travel there. So it's always something to consider how you want to manage that. In any case, I don't think there's anything else for me to even look at in the game right now. It's just sort of barely a proof of concept to me at this point, if that. So obviously very early. If you like text adventures, then this is a pretty neat concept in my opinion. Actually, I do like retro style space games. I think kind of like what I mentioned, there's a few games from my childhood that I think had some special elements that kind of got lost in the olden days of like PC game development and stuff. So were I making something vaguely along these lines, I think there's kind of a lot to dip into from the past in space games that could be really cool. And certainly not sure what I think about the writing so far. It's pretty weird. It just seems kind of random, and I don't know if that's meant to be the style that the developer is aiming for, or if it's more tossed together just for the sake of a demo or something. But it's certainly off the wall. And obviously, if you're going to make a text-heavy game, you'd probably want to emphasize your writing and just provide engaging written content. And yeah, it doesn't, as far as I can tell, it doesn't appear that I'm getting anywhere just going in this direction like this. So I'm gonna wrap up the video. Not too much to talk about, so good luck with it. Good luck to the dev with this game, and I hope that it evolves into something neat with sort of an interesting combination of characteristics that you got going here. I just hit the escape key, so I think it went black for you, but yeah, I'm going to probably go to bed, and I will catch you guys later.